Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining today. My name is Lance Ladwig. I'm with Q Associates, and today's presentation really is just a quick view of the benefits of having a good, solid CRM. Giving you some basics and things to look for, as well as the benefits of Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM, specifically sales. So without further ado, we'll get started here. All right, so without the right tool, sellers struggle to meet their customer expectations. We see stats all the time. We see people, giving us stats, hey, sellers need to be able to manage their customers and so forth. Just some quick ones. A report from Accenture, 59% of sellers say they have too many sales tools. In other words, it's complicated. There's a lot of noise and they can't focus on doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's selling. Another report from HBR says only 18% of salespeople are considered trusted advisors. In many cases, it's not because of the sales setup or the way the company does business, like turn and burn. It's more because the salespeople don't have the tools to be able to keep track of their customers, keep track of their opportunities, and so forth. And then finally, on average, sellers only spend 32% of their time selling. Why is that? Typically it's because there's too many tools. They have reports that they need to get to management. They don't have the tools that they need. I mean, they've got tools, but the tools aren't providing the benefits that they need. So from a business to business sales acceleration with trust and strong relationships, trust is the #1 reason for closing a deal. When a customer goes with you or goes with a partner, most of that is because of trust. Yes, price is important, return on investment is important, but at the end of the day, they need to be able to trust you, okay? And when you get into trust, obviously they need to be able to trust the salesperson. Is the salesperson trustworthy? Are they following up? Do they keep track of the customer? Know important things. It's easy to get the information that the customer has given to them. What do buyers want? Well, they want you to understand their business. They want you to understand them. They want you to demonstrate excellent communication skills, and one way of doing that is to have a good CRM that keeps track of your activity with that customer. They want you to care about their post-sale experience. Is there support? Are you following up? Are they happy? And then they also want you to be an advisor, for lack of a better phrase. They want you to give them insights and perspective. So there's many disconnected tools, data, and processes that create a bad customer experience. In many cases, there's a CRM, there's some kind of social network, and there are productivity tools. So when you look at it, you've got a CRM. As a salesperson, I have to enter information into the CRM about the customer. I may also be checking social networks, like things like LinkedIn, and gathering information from there. But then I'm also using productivity tools, things like Outlook or Gmail or anything like that. And so when you look at it, I've got 3 separate tools here that are all gathering the same information, but I'm having to enter it in 2, 3, 4 times. So what you can do with Microsoft Dynamics 365 is connect all of these processes. So you've got Dynamics 365, which can be your CRM. It integrates seamlessly with Microsoft 365. So Outlook, Planner, Microsoft Teams, all those productivity tools that you use to do your business are integrated with Dynamics 365. So activity within Microsoft 365 is tracked into Dynamics. I don't have to enter it in a second or a third time. It's also integrated with LinkedIn. So with the LinkedIn integration using LinkedIn Navigator, the information that's in LinkedIn can be pulled into the CRM as well. So now, instead of putting in information in 3 separate sources, they're all linked, they're all integrated, and it's all stored right in Microsoft Dynamics 365. So why would you use Dynamics 365 Sales? Well, for one, it's going to help you to make smarter decisions backed by data. Going back to the previous screen, the fact that it's tracking my Outlook activity, it's tracking any activity that I might have in LinkedIn. I can see everything in a single screen. So it makes it much, much easier for me to make decisions and look at my activity. It frees me up it frees up time for me to sell. You know, as I mentioned, I'm now not having to enter information into 3 different areas. If I'm using Outlook, it's automatically tracking it into the CRM, so I don't have to worry about entering it in a second time. And then really the turnaround time, the setup is you can get up and running quickly. A typical out-of-the-box implementation without any customizations really only takes about 30 to 40 hours. So you won't beat the competition if you rely only on instinct. We all know that one salesperson, or actually most of us, we run off of our instinct. The problem is we get distracted. We get distracted with all sorts of different things. You know, management wants reports. The vendor wants to know how the deal is going. And so we get distracted. With the CRM and Microsoft Sales, it's very easy because once again, and I'll say this over and over, everything is tracked. Whether I'm in Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Outlook, it is all tracked into the CRM. All right, so it makes it much, much easier for me to identify and connect the right buyers because I can see who I'm talking to, I can see who they are. With the LinkedIn Navigator, I can decide, hey, look, yes, this guy reached out to me, he has an opportunity, I'm working on it, but maybe I need to go a couple of levels up. And so with LinkedIn Navigator, I would know who his supervisors are or who the key decision makers would be. I can look ahead and say this might be a hurdle if we don't engage a supervisor ahead of time. I can personalize the engagement. Once again with LinkedIn Navigator, I'm able to see who's related to each person and how they're related and be able to respond to them. And then finally, through dashboards and stuff, I can focus on the top opportunities to increase my win rates. And one thing I want you to notice here, this is a desktop or a laptop, mobile phone, tablet. So the cool thing about Dynamics is it can be used on many different devices. Sellers are overwhelmed by tasks, information, and tools. So we're just going to go back here. I can use it on a mobile device. I can use it on a tablet, laptop, desktop. It doesn't matter. It allows me to use the tools I'm already using, like Outlook, and it tracks that. And basically, it can show me where I'm at in the sales process and what I'm doing. Don't disrupt your business with a complex and costly implementation. As I mentioned, it does have a quick and easy setup. We can quickly do a quick and easy out-of-the-box implementation, with 30 to 40 hours. The tool or the integration with all the different tools is seamless because with Microsoft, they have something called Dataverse, or basically a common data service. And so Dynamics is built on the exact same platform as Microsoft Office and all of the other productivity tools. So they link together seamlessly. A simple way to modernize your sales productivity is the fact that Office 365 and Dynamics 365 are seamlessly integrated. Okay, it's easy setup. You got a familiar user experience because they're already using Office, they're already using Outlook, Planner, Teams. You get anytime, anywhere access, i.e. mobile phone, tablets, and so forth. It is a very flexible platform and extensible. In other words, you can start out with a out-of-the-box implementation, and it's easy to customize down the road. You can integrate it with other tools, ERP systems, and so forth. And then, of course, with insights and analytics using AI, you can get good reporting. So examples of how it integrates with Microsoft 365 is this right here is a screenshot of Outlook. You can see that there's the Dynamics 365 plugin, which is already in Outlook. And so I can, while I'm in Outlook, I can pull up an account and look at it all on the same screen. At the same time, as it's tracking this, we can share guidance for optimal outcomes. That guidance would be, hey, look, I've done specific steps. I can let management know. And then, of course, there's reporting. So I can look at dashboards. They can, and the dashboards can be broken out however I want to see them. They can be pipelines, Gantt charts, bar charts, based off opportunities, based off of sales, however you want to see it. Now, the one thing I want you to notice right here is these two screens, even though it's kind of small, I'm looking at the CRM, but it is in Microsoft Teams. So right here, I'm working in the CRM, but I'm still in Teams collaborating with my other team members. And the same thing here with the dashboards. I can see all my reporting, which is based off of Power BI, in Microsoft Teams. So in all three of these examples, I don't have to go into the CRM. The CRM is integrated within Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft Teams. Okay. So let's do this. There we go. Voila. Okay. So examples of how it integrates with 365. We already did this, but these are different views. These views right here, I'm in Microsoft Teams. We're chatting about a specific product or a specific opportunity. We can do calendar invites and so forth, and these would all be tracked within the CRM. And then over here, same thing. I'm still working in Microsoft Teams. I can go into my files from Teams, update quotes, send quotes out. So, and then same thing over here with reports is I'm just going through and I can see all of these things. So as you can see, we're doing multiple steps, we're doing multiple things, but from a single screen. I'm in Microsoft Teams and I'm still using the CRM. I'm still taking advantage of my files and folders. I'm still taking advantage of Outlook. All right. And so that basically completes our session for today. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM or sales, please feel free to reach out to us. You can contact us at info@qassociates.com, or you can always go to our website and hit the contact us page, which is www.qassociate.com. And our phone number here is 212-269-1313, extension number 2. We do have offices in the United Kingdom and Hong Kong as well. So once again, thank you for joining today, and feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.